Them some right proper aliens there, bruh. Attack the Block has a very simple premise. Essentially, some aliens invade a little area of Britain, and some punk UK kids decide to beat them up. That's basically it. However, the director, Cornish, strains a lot out of such a small plot. It's just aliens and there's kids and let's kill them. But the director does such a good job of making it a really quick, fast-paced, and fun film, and he's able to get a lot of really good scenes out of it. All the kids have really excellent chemistry with one another. They really seem like they're just a group of neighborhood punks that they've been doing it for a long time, and they're friends, and they maybe even grew up together. You really get a good sense of community there. I liked the lead kid, Moses. He had a lot of strength to him, and he really did seem like a leader of these kids. I can kind of see this becoming a little more of an adult style of Goonies, where, you know, there's just these group of kids, and there's this big adventure, and what are we gonna do? But don't get me wrong, this is not a movie you want to take your 10-year-old to, because it's a lot more intense than the Goonies.
Well, lads, he discovered a species hitherto unknown to science.
Believe maybe there was a party at the zoo
and a monkey shagged the fish.
The film has a big flaw for me, though, that really made it hard for me to appreciate the film as much as I would have liked to. The film opens immediately with this group of kids robbing this innocent girl, and although later in the film their relationship matured and developed more and the kids became more likable, the first half of the movie I had a really hard time liking the kids because they were essentially just punk kids. See, they're the kind of kids that I see like in a movie theater talking or being annoying or out on the street and I'm like, oh, you're punk kids, God! They're the kind of kids that when you're driving down the street, they will walk out right in front of you. You know what I mean? And I just don't like those kind of kids. And so for the first half of this movie, I had a hard time enjoying them. Later on, it got better because I was able to see them develop more and I was able to get a little bit more attached to their characters and they became more mature throughout this intense situation that they were in. But for the first half of the movie, I think that's a big flaw that it showed them to be like these punk kids, and for me, kind of got on my nerves a little bit.
Yo, check it. More what? Them things.
Ah, lovely fireworks.
Nah, mate, it's an alien invasion.
Of course it is.
I'm killing them straight. Let's get tooled up, blood.
According to Box Office Mojo, the film's budget is $13 million. That's extremely low for a sci-fi film with aliens and invasion and all that stuff. And the movie really used that budget very well. Even though you could really tell the aliens were more than likely guys in suits or some sort of practical effect, I usually like practical effects a lot more than CGI effects. And so they were fun, you know, it was a fun, old-fashioned type sci-fi movie.
What is that?
I'm pissing myself in it, but at the same time, this is sick.
It's just a good, fun, old-fashioned type movie. I had a lot of enjoyment out of it. However, the fact that the kids were portrayed as these punks, you know, this gang, it was a little harder for me to get attached to them at first. The film also has an excellent soundtrack. I really like the soundtrack of this movie. It reminded me a lot of the soundtrack for Hannah or Scott Pilgrim. Really good job with the soundtrack.
Wait, this is safe. Good luck.
I didn't like love the movie or anything, but I had a lot of fun watching it, so I'm going to give Attack the Block a B+. I would give it a lower grade, like a B, if it was a much higher budget film, but since they were able to get so much out of such a tiny budget, I'm going to up it to a B+ because I really admire that, because that's what I do, man. That's when I make a short movie, it's like I got nothing, so I try to get as much out of it as possible, and I really admire that. So if you like this review, you can subscribe to my channel and get Stuckmanized.